Hello everyone, ready for the last leg of preparation for your NEET MDS exam? Last 2 months to go for this big exam of your careers. I know most of you have really worked hard over the last 1 year or maybe even 2 years. And now it's time to really take off that flight which you have been really running on the runway for a very long time. You have been sincere, you have been hardworking, and you have been focused in your preparation. Now, all you need is just that last leg, that last revision, which will, sum up all your studies. You have been doing the 19 different dental and medical subjects, some here, some there, some up, some down, some little less, some little more. Now, what is important now is to just collect every data together, revise and re-revise everything that you have read. No new content, no new syllabus, just the same things that you have read. You need to revise it in a very, very smart way. Alright, so here we are in the revise and re-revise strategy for the last 2 months preparation of NEET MDS 2024. Now, what is this revise and re-revise strategy? In the coming 2 months, I am going to give you a strategy with which you will be able to revise full syllabus 3 times. All right. So basically, if we start from 5th December 2023 up to 7th Feb 2024. So this is broadly the time you have left for your exam. All right, your exam is on 9th February, which is a Friday. And in this approximately 2 months, we will make you run this race, this final race that you are going to run on 9th Feb. We're going to make you run this race so many times, so beautifully, that on the day of your exam, you are not nervous, you're not anxious, and you're fully prepared for this big exam. All right, so let's look at this revise and re-revise strategy for the next 2 months. So the first thing that you have is the revision videos. All right, so we have basically divided your full 19 subject syllabus into 4 groups. All right, we have made 4 groups of subjects. The first group comprises of DM, Ortho, Prostho, Patho and Endo. All right, the second group comprises of OMR, Oral Path, Pharma, PhD, Perio. The third group is Biochem, Oral Surgery, Pedo, Anatomy and DADH. And the last group is Physio, Medicine, Surgery and Micro. What we are going to do is, we are going to revise this much and re-revise. We are going to read 3, then we are going to re-revise. We are going to do 4 and then we are going to re-revise the 4 group subjects, and finally in the last few days we are going to do a comprehensive revision of all these 4 groups. All right, now what all do you have in your revision schedules? You have your revision videos. All right, you have your revision videos and you have your test and discussion. Okay, these revision videos are beautifully aligned with the test and discussion schedule. Okay, this is how you can just take a screenshot, everybody, and it will also be available to you in the groups, in the YouTube links. This is how we have cumulated the revision videos, the tests, the discussion, the revision, free YouTube revision, the free YouTube doubt sessions, everything together. Don't worry, I know you are not able to understand, don't know how to make your own timetable. I will give you a detailed timetable of every single day. that you have to follow, wherein you can watch the revision videos, you can give the test, you can watch the discussion, you can give the cumulative test, you can give the subject-wise test, and you can give the grand test also. All right. So first of all, for all the students who ask me that in the last few days, what is that secret formula to success, or what did you do, or what did any topper do to succeed in the last few days? Everybody says that my preparation was very good. I was working hard. I was reading 12 to 13 hours a day. Still, I couldn't get the rank I wanted. Basically, there is no secret to success. Like Colin Powell said, it's just a result of focused preparation, hard work, and learning from failure, which is a very, very important thing. You have to first learn from your failures. And how are you going to learn from your failures? First, give a test, fail, and learn. So at this point, sometimes what happens is some students who are giving the SWTs, who are giving the cumulative tests, or who are giving the grand test, and they don't score well, they are really depressed and disappointed that I've been reading throughout the year and I'm still not scoring well in GTs. Relax. You should be happy that it is now that you are failing, or now that you don't know the answers. And now if you learn and revise these questions again and again, you will know the answers in the final exam. But what is most important is to test yourself. Whether you are succeeding or you are failing, it is very, very important to test yourself. Pick up any interview of any topper of the previous NEETs. You will always see that the most important thing they have done in the last few months is giving as many tests as possible. Give tests, as many tests as you can. Give tests. It's okay if you don't score well. I mean, don't give a test just for the sake of giving that. Okay, let me just try. Give a test properly. Be prepared for the test. Okay, preparation and hard work is very, very important. And if you fail, if you make a mistake in that test, learn the question there and then and move ahead. Come back to that question which you had made mistake at and revise it again. So learn from your failures. Don't worry about making mistakes. Make your mistakes now so that there are no mistakes in that 9th February final exam. All right. Before we go to a proper timetable that you have to follow, let me quickly tell you a daily schedule which is really recommended at this time. See, your exam is going to be from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's most probable time for your exam. You have to reach the exam hall by 8 a.m. latest. Okay, sometimes they say 7:30 to 8 is the time when you should report at the exam center. So for reporting at 7:30 to 8 a.m., you have to leave your home after your breakfast, after your ADLs and everything. You have to leave home at least by 7 a.m. If your home is very close to the center, you can leave by 7 a.m. If your home is a little far away, or your hotel or whatever hostel, wherever you are staying near the exam center, if it is a little far away, you might have to leave your homes or your hotels or your hostels by 6:30 a.m. also. So at least by 7 a.m. you have to leave so that you're not stuck in traffic. Remember, your exam is on a Friday. This time your exam is on a Friday and not on a Sunday. Sunday exam is very, very convenient because the traffic on the roads is less. The traffic in metro stations is less. It's convenient and easier to reach the exam hall. It is faster to reach the exam hall. But this time exam is on a Friday. There will be full office crowd. There will be full school crowd. And you have to negotiate this crowd to reach the exam hall. Please don't take it lightly. Leave your home on time so that you are not hassled, you're not running during the exam. for the exam, you comfortably reach the exam hall on time, latest by 7:30 or 8 a.m. Alright, so remember, it's a Friday exam. Leave your home at around 7 a.m. For leaving your home at 7 a.m., you have to get up at 6 a.m. So all the night study people, I know you've been really working hard, you've been burning the midnight oil, reading till 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., even 4 a.m. at night. But now it is time to set your body clocks in the way the exam demands. The exam demands that you should be fresh and attentive from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. That should be the time when your mind is the sharpest. Alright, so for that, you have to get up at 6 a.m. 6 to 6:15, you should get up, so that you, from now only, you can train your mind that I will be getting up at 6. Maybe there's a little hangover because your body is not set to getting up at 6 o'clock. Within a few days, your body clock will readjust. 6 to 6:30 a.m. you can have your activities of daily living, your washroom, your bath, your coffee, everything. By 6:30 a.m. you are on your study table. Okay, it's winters, you can have the luxury of not taking a bath daily, but those who really want a bath, a quick bath from 5 minutes, everything can be over in half an hour. 6:30 to 9 is good 2.5 hours. Okay, in 2.5 hours, you can give your first lot of study. Your mind is fresh. It will take a day or two for your body clock to adjust to this time. For only people who are getting up till late in the night. For those who are early risers, it's very good. It will be easy for you to follow this schedule. Rising up a little more earlier is even better, but latest by 6 a.m. you should be up. 9 to 9:30. So you will have a daily link in the Premier Telegram group. You will be added to a Premier Telegram group where you have a daily mentorship session link. So there will be a daily mentoring session where it's a Zoom session. The link will be given to you daily, on daily basis, one day prior. At 9 to 9:15 a.m. you can just sip your coffee, you can have your breakfast, and along with that you can attend this daily mentoring session. It's taken by the senior most faculties of the academy, and you are really motivated in that 15 minutes to have a fresh start of the day, to not be depressed, to not be anxious. And we also discuss many important tips and tricks, many important questions, many problems during this mentorship session. So this 15 minutes session every single day from 9 a.m. to 9:15 a.m. is really going to boost up your studies like anything. So 9 to 9:30 you can attend the mentoring session along with your breakfast. Eat whatever you want to eat, have a healthy breakfast. Okay, have a healthy breakfast, which is very, very important part of your day. This meal is really important. Don't eat puri sabzi every day, which makes you drowsy. Eat healthy breakfast. You can keep complementing it with coffees or teas or juices or chaach throughout the day, but eat good healthy breakfast. All right, 9:30 to again say 1:30 you again have four hours to study. Okay, again one big lot. Now why am I giving you big hours? You can take 10 minutes break, but only after 3 hours. Okay, so maybe you can make it 9:30 to 12:30 to make it 3 hours, because the exam is going to be 3 hours. You should be able to sit at one place for 3 hours now. Your body should not need washroom breaks. Your body should not need, sutta breaks or any breaks. Make yourself, able to sit for 3 hours at least. It's okay if you take a 5 or 10 minutes break in between, but try to sit for 3 hours continuously. Okay, 12:30 again you can take a short break, and 1 to say 2:30 again 1.5 hours you can study. Okay, so like that you can divide your morning into small breaks and continuous study. Okay, 2:30 to 3:30 you can have your lunch and nap. This nap is really important. Sometimes the mind is really saturated. You can have a quick 20 minutes lunch and a 40 minutes nap. Okay, and after that again you can have sessions from 3:30 to 6:30, 7 to say 9, and 10 to 12. Okay, so you have 2.5 hours here, 3 hours here, another 1.5 hour here, 3 hours here, 2 hours here, and 2 hours here. That is how ideally you should split your day. It is important to sleep latest by 12 so that you can get up easily at 6 a.m. The body needs around 6 to 7 hours of sleep minimum, which is completing here 6 hours in the night, around 40 minutes in the afternoon. Good enough sleep for the mind and body to be fresh. Good enough number of hours of study. This is like 3, 4, 6, 7, 10. This is around 14 hours of study, which is good enough. A topper, a real topper, will even find out 10 minutes in between these rest times and make these 14 to 16 hours. And I don't need to tell a topper will automatically find time in this time, in this time, whenever there is a break. A topper will even, steal time from here and there and make this 14 to 16 hours. So it's okay if you're reading 12, 14, 16 hours, it's perfectly all right. Give your body adequate rest, give your body adequate small breaks in between, but do comprehensive study, do real hard work. All right, so this is how your daily schedule should look like. Now we come to how to really revise your syllabus. Now revision will be done in 2 formats. One format is starting with the revision videos. Okay, you watch the revision video where each subject is very beautifully covered in just 8 hours. In just 8 hours, the full subject is covered by the senior faculties of the academy, and complete revision of the full subject is done. Okay, so 8 hours you watch the revision videos, you do the previous year questions, which takes around 2 hours. Okay, where do you find the previous year questions? PYQs are there in your eGurukul apps, in the question bank section. From the question bank you can choose the PYQs, and the PYQs are aligned subject wise. Okay, so suppose you are starting with anatomy or whichever subject you are doing, you have watched the revision video of anatomy. Then after watching that video, you will do the previous year questions. Okay, from the PYQ subject sections. So this is subject wise, and you will do the anatomy previous year questions. This will give you all the idea of the latest questions. Okay, PYQs is like 2020 to 2023, around 4-year questions from NEET, from INI. Let me tell you, NEET questions are much more important than INI questions. If you have time, do revise INI questions also, but compulsorily you have to do the NEET PYQs for sure. If you save time here, if you have a little extra time, you can do the PYQs from whichever book you are doing, but at least the QBank eGurukul PYQs should be completed. After that, after you've seen the revision video, you have done your PYQs, then you test yourself whether whatever you have heard, whatever PYQs you have done, do you remember the answers? Test yourself. Same day, give a subject wise test. So I have read the anatomy, I have seen the anatomy videos, I have read the anatomy PYQs. Let me take the anatomy subject-wise test. Same method, go to the eGurukul app, click on the tests and go to the subject-wise test section and choose anatomy, take that test. Please take it very, very seriously. 100 questions from anatomy, 1 hour of time. It's less than 1 minute per question, which is exactly like how it was going to be in NEET. Okay, so take that test very, very seriously. And at the end of the day, whichever questions are wrong, you revise those questions. You open their explanation, you read the explanation again, you will remember, oh yes, I had heard the same thing in the video. Let me revise it now in the explanation part. So that is how you cover a subject from revision videos to PYQs to SWT. When you complete 4 or 5 such subjects, there will be a cumulative test. So there is going to be a cumulative test of around 4 to 5 subjects of the group. Where again, it is a kind of revision. It's a test. So you are giving a daily test plus you are giving a cumulative test. So cumulative test is again a very good way to revise immediately the subjects that you have read. So suppose I've done 5 subjects of the first group, I will give a cumulative test of just those 5 subjects. So that I know whatever I have read, I am kind of revising it. And whatever mistakes I am making in that test, I will revise those questions that same day. Same day I will revise those questions so that they really become a permanent memory in my mind. During this process, whatever doubts are coming to your mind, there are 2 ways of clearing that doubts. You have a timetable of YouTube sessions. Okay, there are free YouTube sessions. You can post your doubts in the pre-link. Whatever subject doubts you have, you can post your doubts. The faculty is going to come live in that session and they are going to solve each and every doubt that you have. That is one method of doubt clearing. The other method is a 24/7 access to the Telegram group. The premier Telegram group is for the enrolled students. You can just put your doubt of any subject and tag the subject faculty. Within 24 hours, your doubt will be solved in the Telegram group. Alright, so this is one method of completing revision of a particular subject. Revision videos, PYQs, subject-wise test on the same day. Complete the 4 subjects, 5 subjects, give a cumulative test. And whatever doubts you have, clear your doubts. So that is one method. The other method is the TND method. You start with the test and discussion. Okay, you've already done your basic preparation. Okay, for some subjects we are going to follow this strategy, this followed by this. For other subjects we will start with TND first and go to the other format. So this is format A, this is format B, and in between the formats you're going to have the grand tests. Okay, so what is format B? Format B, you have done your first revisions nicely, you have done your notes, you have done your PYQs, you have done your Q bank. Now you start with the test and discussion. What is test and discussion? It's a 1-hour test of individual subject. Okay, just like you had your individual subject revision video, you have your individual subject wise test. Okay, followed by a 5-hour discussion of all the question of the test. That's another way of revising. It's a very beautiful way of remembering answers. So many of my I&I toppers this year have told me that ma'am, test and discussion was a very, very useful thing, because the way we have explained the question, it makes the whole topic so easy to understand and so easy to remember. So you start by giving the test, you watch the discussion. Alright, after that you again go to the PYQs, which is there in the Q bank, in the eGurukul app. You do all the PYQs so that apart from the TND questions, whatever other questions are asked from the topics already covered in the TND, you know all the questions from here, from here, from here, from here, from whatever direction the question is twisted, you will be able to answer the question. Similarly, when you do the same thing for around 4 or 5 subjects in that group, you give the cumulative test. Whatever mistakes you are making in that test, you revise those questions on the same day of the cumulative test. And in this process, whatever doubts you have, again, you have the YouTube sessions and you have the Premier Telegram group for your doubt clearing. All right. So just to sum it up, we will do the 19 subjects total revision in 3 times. All right. It will be revision A, revision B, and a final revision after 25th January will be to revision C. In revision A, we will do the revision videos, we will do the PYQs, and we will do the SWTs. In revision B, we will do the other format first. We will do the TND, followed by the PYQs, followed by any notes or synopsis or any data that you have collected which you need to revise. In between them, we will have our CTs, our GTs, and our doubt clearing sessions. All right. So, coming to the individual subject revision plan, let's start with 5th December. All right. Considering 5th December is the first day when you start your final revision. So, we will choose 5 subjects of group 1 first. So, first subject is DM, ortho, second is ortho, third is prostho, fourth is patho, and fifth is endo. We will choose the revision plan A for these subjects. So, revision plan A is watch the revision videos, do the PYQs, then do the subject-wise test of that subject. Whatever mistakes you have made in this test, you revise all the wrong questions, and if time permits, you can revise your notes. Alright, similarly, on 6th December, we will do the same thing for ortho, watch the revision video, do the previous year questions, do the subject-wise test, and attend whatever doubt clearing session is going on. Or if you don't have any doubts, you can revise the wrong questions and notes. Similarly, on 7th December, we will do prostho, 8th December patho, and 9th December for endo. On 10th December, you will have your cumulative test, which will be a 1-hour test, 60 minutes, 100 questions from the group A subjects. From these 5 subjects, you will have the cumulative test. Give that test in the morning hours. Sit and read the explanation of the test questions, especially the ones which you have made mistakes at. The rest of the day, you can finish all the pending works, all the pending questions that are probably remaining from the previous subjects. Next, we will come to set B, group B subjects, subject number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is OMR, oral path, pharma, PhD, and perio. Now, instead of choosing format A, for this group of subjects, we will choose format B first. We will do the test and discussion for OMR, give the 1-hour test, watch the discussion video, do the PYQs, and revise all the wrong questions. Similarly, we will do the same strategy for oral path, pharma, PhD. I've purposefully given a break in between because sometimes there's a lot of pending questions or a lot of pending things which are left. And in that day on 13 December, you can finish everything that is pending there. Alright. And as you finish the revision of subject number 6 to 10, you will have your cumulative test and your GT. The GT is first on 17th December, and on 19th, you will have your second cumulative test for all the subjects from 6 to 10. Alright. So this is group 1 subjects, group 2 subjects revised once. Now, on 20th December onwards, we will do the reverse. We will do the group 1 subjects section B and group 2 subjects section A. So, subject number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we have already done the revision videos. Now, we will do the TND, followed by the discussion, PYQs, and revision of notes and questions. After that, we will do format A for subject number 6 to 10. Alright, revision videos, PYQs, subject-wise test, and revise all the wrong questions. So by 31st December,
10 subjects you have already revised 2 times. You have done their revision videos, you have done their TNDs and PYQs, SWTs, you have given 2 cumulative tests and 2 grand tests by 31st December. Now coming to January, in January we will do the third set of subjects, which is subject number 11 to 15, Biochem, Oral Surgery, Pedo, Anatomy and DADH. In the first 5 days, we will do the B format revision, that is the TND, test, discussion, PYQ and revision. And give the CT3, give the cumulative test 3. Alright, now remember, in between, on 6th January, you have a very, very important grand computer live test, which is a center-based test. You will fill the form, you will get an admit card, you will go to the center, sit for the exam just like your main NEET exam. It's very important to give GCLT at this point. You have already given GTs, you have already given cumulative tests, and it's a real-time test to check your preparedness for the main exam. So those who have not filled the form for GCLT, it's just 250 rupees plus GST for the DBMCI student, just 500 plus GST for the non-DBMCI student. So please enroll and take the GCLT. It's available at many cities across the country. I think more than 50 cities across the country. You can choose your city and you can give your GCLT. So by 7th December, you have done the 15 subjects, 11 to 15 subjects in B format. Now again, you will do subjects 11 to 15 in A format from 8th to 12th January. That means you will do your revision videos, your PYQs again, and your SWT, and revise everything that you were making mistakes. Alright. On 14th January, you will have a third and a last GT. You can see the solutions, and that day you can just take a small break, or you can finish whatever pending work is remaining. And the last set of subjects, physio, medicine, surgery and microbiology. First, you will do a format revision from 16th to 19th subjects. You will do the revision videos, you will do the PYQs, you will do the SWT and revise everything which is wrong. And you will give the cumulative test 4. After that, you will do the same 4 subjects in a format B. That is the TND format. Give the test, watch the discussion and do the PYQs. Now, when you are doing your A and B format revision, when you are doing your PYQs, because PYQs are there in A format also, PYQs are there in B format also. So all the 19 subjects, you are doing the PYQs 2 times. Along with that, you are doing the SWT, you are doing the GT, you are doing the CT. So same topics you are revising multiple times. You should just have an idea, or you should mark the questions which you are making mistakes again and again and again. So that after 24th January, when you are in your last leg, in your C revision, your final C revision, you will know what questions you are making mistakes at.
2 times tests and in between GTs and cumulative tests. There cannot be a better revision platform than this. And anybody, it's very easily said than done. It's really a very, very focused, a very, very disciplined person who will actually follow this timetable by heart. If you follow this timetable by heart, there is no doubt that you will be coming out in the exam with a result which you have not imagined for yourselves. Alright, so by 24th January, you have done a double revision of all the 19 subjects. Then your last leg or the last preparation, the third final revision, will be from 25th January to 6th or 7th February, where you can do 2 subjects in a day: anatomy with PhD, physio with biochem, DADH with endo, surgery with oral surgery, pharma with medicine, and you have little breaks in between so that whatever is pending you can finish. Now here in that last leg of preparation, you just have to do the PYQs, which you were making mistakes. Whichever questions you were making mistakes, only those questions you have to revise. Plus, if you have highlighted some notes, which you can finish revising in like 2 to 3 hours, just read anatomy notes, just read the PYQs which you were making mistakes and finish a subject. 2 subjects can be easily done in a day, but still if you're lagging, there is a break in between. After 4 subjects, there is a break. Again, after 4 subjects, there is a break, and there are good breaks in between. All right. This is the last leg of your revision. 9th Feb exam on 8th February. I want all of you to just relax. Don't cram up your syllabus. Don't expand your syllabus. Don't get distracted. Sleep well, relax, and just brush up with the PYQs, brush up with the notes. Maximum 8 to 10 hours of study on 8th Feb. Sleep well. Alright? If you follow this strategy, there is no doubt you're going to be one of the top 100 in your NEET 2024. And don't think that, I'm only capable of rank up to 200 or 300. I'm only capable of rank under 500. Dream big. Why are you not a candidate in the top 10? Why are you? You can ask yourself, why can't I be in the top 50? Why can't I be in the top 10? Why can't I be the NEET MDS 2024 rank 1? Why not? It's people like you and I who have really, dreamt big, who have been positive throughout the journey, who have really worked hard. And then we realize that it's a very enjoyable journey, Once the subjects start getting ticked off, okay, anatomy done, physiology done, medicine done, oral surgery done, the ticking off of subjects is a real pleasure, it's a real enjoyment, and you will realize the last 2 months of preparation will be a really beautiful and enjoyable journey. Just follow the strategy, work really hard, dream big, stay positive, and I wish all the very best to all my dear students. I am available for all of you. In case you are stuck with your preparations, you are most welcome with all your doubts, and we'll be very happy to solve your doubts. All right? All the best to all of you. This is me, Dr. Himani Joshi, signing off. See you.